Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good Easter week. It started on Sunday with the celebration of Easter and the resurrection of Christ. Hope you ate a lot of candy from the Easter Bunny and got all hyped up and got those quarantine jitters out. This week, we're going to continue with the theme of humility, and we're in the book of Philippians. And Philippians is a really, really cool book because it's one of the 13 Pauline epistles. He wrote 13 books out of the 27 in the New Testament. And the thing that makes the book of Philippians so interesting is that it's a joyful epistle. It's not written because there's a crisis going on or there's some problem he's trying to deal with. He's actually writing it to say thank you for some financial support that the Philippians had given him. And also, one of the people that was giving him the support from the Philippians got sick on his journey. And Paul was just writing to say, hey, your friend got sick, but he's feeling better and he's on his way back to you. So it's a really, really cool Pauline epistle. And I thought that was something that I just wanted to touch on because it's a really, really cool fact. So we're still on humility, and our memory verse is Philippians 2:3, right? So don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourself. So that's the whole thing about humility. We got to humble ourselves. And last week, Miss Janet did a demonstration where Jason was standing here and he's very tall, right? And he brought himself low. He humbled himself so that he was lower than Janet. And then Janet humbled herself till she was lower than Jason and on, right? So it was very cool. So that's what we're going to continue talking about this week. But let's take a look at the video and we'll be right back.
Well, of all the wonderful things he could have... Hey, why did you get me a present, which is something I'm sure I'm gonna like?
Because you keep doing things to deserve it.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me.
Oh, yeah? Well, there's more where that came from. You're funny.
Oh, thank you.
You're nice.
I appreciate
and
that.
you are a good person.
So are you!
I know you really mean that.
You know what? You're always here by my side, and I never get sick of you.
I'm so glad to hear it.
Read my lips! You're the nicest friend a guy could have.
You know what? You know what? Just open that. Open it. I want to see the look on your face.
Okay, I will.
Open it.
Oh, you got me a new game system before you bought yourself one. That's so touching.
I'm so glad you like it.
You want to play it?
I would love to. This is awesome.
I know! Hello, all you beautiful people out there. I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and you're watching
The So-and-so Show.
I don't know if you folks out there know this, but John and I each take turns deciding what we want to do on the show each week.
Yeah. Every other week, I plan stuff, and every other week, Brandon plans stuff.
Right, and this week is
My week! Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
What?
And today I have planned a show that's all about diving deep into our souls.
Oh, that's great.
A
But
show about discovering life-changing truths.
Yeah, again,
But
but-
first, let's play a meaningless game.
what?
Meaningless game.
John, you can't do a meaningless game because this week
Oh,
is
okay, fine. Then it's time for a
Meaningful game.
Okay, let's play your game. I'm sure it'll be great.
Why, thank you, friend. You know what? I'll say the same thing when it's your turn to play a game next week.
Actually, now that you mention it.
Let's go play!
All right, what's this meaningful game?
It's a game called Flip It.
Flip it.
How many times are we going to do that?
How many times?
As many as John wants.
As many as I want.
I'm sorry I asked.
No problem.
Let's play.
Okay, great. Underneath each of these cloths is an item that has been flipped upside down. All you have to do is identify what it is.
Oh, am I the only one playing?
Yep.
Why?
Because it's my day to make the show, and what I says is... Oh, don't want you cheating either, so blindfold
Okay.
on. Boom.
I'm not going to cheat. I would close my
You're not
eyes.
going to cheat? Okay. Here is your first item.
Right there. What is that? It's like an octopus tentacle. Oh, wait. No, I know what it is. Is it a bath mat?
Yes!
Yeah.
Very good. Great job. On to our next one.
On to our next one. I
All right,
really
here we
don't
go.
want to do this.
No. It's my day.
I
You have
know.
to play.
It's fine. Okay. I'm doing
Blah,
it.
blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Right there.
Gross. Is this gonna make me sick touching it? What are you doing? I don't know what it is. It's like an elephant eye or
Oh,
something.
no, that'd be gross. But that would be really cool, though.
Is it like a mushroom?
Oh, yes! Absolutely, you got it. Good job. All
Stalk
right.
has been cut off.
Okay, one more.
more, okay,
All
okay.
right, I'm gonna bring it over here.
All right,
All right,
do
are you
we-
ready
do
for
we
this?
have to keep doing
yeah,
this?
No.
Is this the last
my
one?
Day, my day. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay. It's yuck. It's a wet sponge. It's not? Feels like
No.
Oh, gross. What was that? Something. Can I?
Sure, if you want.
Is a pineapple upside down cake?
Oh, wrong! It's an upside down pineapple upside down cake. Get it? Or maybe we should call it a pineapple right side up cake.
Game over.
Hey, I'm getting the feeling that you're a little grumpy.
No, I'm not. I just don't understand how that game was supposed to be meaningful.
Okay, well, I wouldn't be this grumpy if it were your week to plan stuff. so-
Yeah, about that. It's not actually.
Oh, hey, I almost forgot. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
What's up, my friends? How's it going?
Couldn't be better, Kellen. Although, just between the two of us, Brandon is a little grumpy.
It's not between the two of you if I can hear you.
See what I mean?
I can still hear you.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Hey, Kellen, what you got for us today?
An app.
Oh, like for our phones?
Yup. And it's called.
Humble pie.
That never gets old.
No?
This app is going to help me tell today's Bible story, along with you guys,
You want us to download the app?
if you would.
Oh, done.
Okay.
Yeah, but you good?
Almost got it. Just gotta. Loading. Got it.
Okay, open them up and watch what happens.
Okay.
Wow! This is really cool, Kellen. Hey, I can see Brandon. Hey, Brandon. It's like you're sitting next to me.
How do we play, Kellen?
Actually, before we play, check this out. Excuse me, gents. The Apostle Paul wrote a bunch of letters in what we call the book of Philippians. Paul wrote this: "Don't do anything only to get ahead. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves. As you deal with one another, you should think and act as Jesus did." And how did Jesus act? Let's continue. Ba-boom! In his very nature, he was God. But Jesus didn't take advantage of that fact. Instead, he made himself nothing. He did this by taking on the nature of a servant. He was humble and obeyed God completely. He did this even though it led to his death. Even worse, he died on the cross. Are you still there, fellas?
You betcha. Why do I look like a bunny rabbit?
You have a filter on.
I have a what?
You have a filter on here, right here.
Huh. All right. I don't know how that happened. Continue, Kellen.
Great. Here's how you play. For each scenario I give you, you have to decide if you're going to put yourself first or if you're going to be humble. Simple, right?
Sure, but I don't think either of us will pick what's selfish.
Good point. Maybe one of you should volunteer as the non-humble player.
Sure, I'll help you out, Kellen.
Perfect. All right, here we go. First scenario. You're running late for work. On your way, you see a lady drop her groceries. Do you stop to help her?
Yes.
I'll say no.
Humble pie.
What happened? Where did that pie come from?
I forgot to mention in this app, it involves virtual reality.
Virtual? Look at my face! Wait, is this a filter? No!
Second scenario. You had plans to see the new superhero movie, but a friend needs your help instead. Do you help him?
Yes.
How about you?
No.
Humble pie.
Come on!
Hey, you gotta eat the humble pie when you don't put others first, Brando.
True. Although, I must say, he's being pretty humble already.
How's that?
Well, he's letting himself get hit in the face with a pie when you know it's his week.
What are you talking about?
Well, this is his week to plan the show, right?
No. Wait. No? Are you sure? Is that true?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say something to me? If you would have said something, I would have listened.
Well, I tried, but every time.
Are we gonna finish this game or what?
I mean, well,
Third scenario.
okay.
Go ahead.
You want to watch soccer on TV, but your little sister really wants to watch cartoons. Do you let her watch?
Yes. Say no. Say no.
Fine. No.
Humble pie.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, John.
No, that's not bad.
Well, I'm not sure who won the game, but I think the point's the same. Jesus put people first. He gave his life for us. We should do our best to think and act like Jesus did, even if that means every once in a while giving up what we want or what we think we deserve, and even if it means taking the occasional pie to the face. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kellen.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Anytime. I'll see you guys around.
Bye, man. You know, these towels never fail.
I know. And they don't stain.
So, dude, I can't believe you just gave up a show that was rightfully yours and just let me ramble on like that.
Yeah.
You would never use so many graphics.
Never.
Never.
Well, maybe just one more.
What?
Reveal the question! What keeps you from putting others first?
Well, you could be easily distracted. Like, has that mannequin always been over there?
Talk about it with each other. What keeps you from putting others first?
Oh, man, I feel so bad.
Don't
about
beat
all
yourself up. Hey, maybe you can make it up to me by letting me plan the next 2 shows in a row.
this. Deal!
Thank you. Until next time, I'm Brandon,
And I think that mannequin is getting closer.
and we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
That was a pretty cool video, right? And I looked for some whipped cream pies because my boys wanted to throw them in my face after we made this video. But fortunately for me, I couldn't find any. So I want to just talk about humility just briefly one last time. So a recent study in 2015 looked at what people thought when they heard the word humility, right? And here's what people your age think. 56% of grade school students said that humble kids are embarrassed, sad, lonely, or shy. And that's not the right view of humility. Humility, yes, is lowering yourself to serve others, but it's not because you're embarrassed, sad, or shy. It's because you want to serve others, and that's our calling in life as Christians, right? So I want to take a look at Paul again, right? Now, we all know that Paul was formerly known as Saul. He had this huge conversion on the road to Damascus, and he became Paul. So he usually, when he was Saul, was persecuting the church. And he was very good at it, right? But when he became Paul, his life changed because he met Christ. And I wanted to just take a look at another passage in Philippians to illustrate that point. So, in Philippians, here's what Paul said. I was circumcised when I was 8 days old. I am pure-blooded citizen of Israel and a member of the tribe of Benjamin, a real Hebrew if there ever was one. I was a member of the Pharisees who demanded the strictest obedience to the Jewish law. I was so zealous that I harshly persecuted the church, and as for righteousness, I obeyed the law without fault. I once thought these things were valuable, but now I consider them worthless because of what Christ has done. Yes, everything else is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Christ Jesus, my Lord. So here we have a great dichotomy, right? We have Saul, who in that first part would be bragging about all his accolades, right? This was just a very complicated way of saying he was really good at what he did. He was high up in the religious organization. When he met Christ, all that changed. And now he considered none of that any good. And that's kind of what we have to do when we humble ourselves. It's not about our strengths or our weaknesses. It's about our faith in Jesus Christ and humbling ourselves so that we can serve others, right? So that's kind of the whole thing. One other note that I wanted to mention was that, you know that little video that we show right before you start watching me in the other video, that little intro, that Next Gen Kid where you're dancing? Well, I know you're dancing at home because my kids are too. So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to take a video. It could be on your iPhone, camera, however. I want you to email it to me because I want to splice all these videos of all the kids dancing together. And then I think we were going to play it maybe next week or the week after, okay? So I'll give you a week to get the videos into us. We'll splice them all together, and then we'll have a really cool video to show you. So until next week, let's just keep staying humble. See ya.